Hi, and welcome to Baker Affair. And I'm Pika. And it's been a beautiful day today so far, even though the time changed. But where I live, there is no time change. So on today's episode, just thought I'd say that. I don't know why. I'm a little bit bubbly today, so to speak. Anyway, on today's episode, I'm going to be making a oatmeal, cranberry, walnut, white chocolate cookie. They're so delicious. It's great for the holidays since Christmas is coming, but before Christmas, Thanksgiving is coming. I can't even believe that these holidays are just going like that. I don't know. Anyway, let's get started. What you're going to need is a half a cup of, I am making a half a batch. So I'll leave the recipe in the description. But basically, it's unsalted butter, brown sugar, granulated sugar, an egg, vanilla extract, all-purpose flour, baking soda, salt, ground cinnamon. You know how much I love cinnamon. Old-fashioned oats, and I'm going to use walnuts, cranberries, and white chocolate. So let's get started. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to cream together the sugars, the brown sugar, and the white sugar with the butter. I think I'm going to put the butter in first. It's room softened butter. I'm using a stick. It's always a good idea to break up the butter before you add anything else to it, in my opinion. And then we're going to put the sugars in. And that was, how much was it? It was like 1/4 cup sugar of each. And we're just going to cream these together so they're nice and light and fluffy. And then I'm going to add the egg and the vanilla. But because I'm only using half of the recipe, I'm going to try and figure out what's half an egg. That's the whole egg. I guess I'm just going to mix it up. Mix it up in there because it's a smaller. And then I'm going to just add half of it. Because, I don't know. That looks about half. Making a mess. Okay, and then the egg and the vanilla. And you know how I measure vanilla with my heart. Bloop. And then we're going to mix that. Okay. And then we're going to mix the dry ingredients, which this bowl, that should be in here, but. And we're going to mix the dry ingredients. Except for the oats. Those you don't add in. It's going to be the flour, the cinnamon, salt, baking soda, I'm going to mix that. I just take a fork and just mix it. And then I'm going to gradually add this to that mixture, which if I film it right, I can do it. And now I'm going to fold in the oats, the walnuts, which I have them ground up, but you can use toasted, any kind of walnuts. And then cranberries, dried cranberries, and the white chocolate. So, and we're just going to mix them in. Okay, so now it's been 30 minutes and I'm going to take the dough out of the refrigerator so I can stick it on parchment lined cookie sheets. And you're supposed to use a 1.5 table scoop. I only have a 2, so I'm going to try to make it a little less. Okay, now these are going to go into the oven. Okay, so they're out of the oven and on a cooling rack. I baked them a little too long because I was in the middle of doing something and lost track. So a few of them are a little bit more crispy on the bottom, if you know what I mean. My husband won't eat them because they're burnt, in his opinion. I'm going to have one right now. It's not too bad. Looks good. I'm going to eat it. There's something about walnuts, oats, white chocolate chips, cranberries. Oh, if you have a party to go to, you can always add more cranberries, or you can use pecans instead of walnuts. Although I think that would be too sweet. I think walnuts are good. You could probably even try with pine nuts. I don't know. I'm going to leave the recipe in the description. And if you would like, subscribe if you wish. And I really appreciate you being here. And I look forward to seeing you, even though I don't see you. So if you want to say hello, leave a comment below just so I know you're there. And till the next time, ciao.